Anything.
It says live over here, and it's red.
Live is not record, so hold on.
Live is live.
Live is video.
Live is
audio.
video. This is all for my members only page.
Your OnlyFans?
My OnlyFans, yeah.
You confuse that with members only jacket?
I always do. I always call it. I always call it members only.
Well, that'll have to be a joke for just the video stream because none of that got in the podcast.
Fantastic.
But do we have an intro? We never do for this show. I'll play 5 seconds of this. Enough.
What an intro.
I made it 2. Welcome to LAW Anthology Series Review, episode 126. Today we're talking about Inside Number 9, 305, Diddle, Dumpling. I'm Phoenix West.
Dick, Diddle, Dip, Dick, Get.
Hello, Dick. Diddle, Dick.
Hi.
Is this the most bizarre episode we've watched so far?
I think it might be. I mean, it was like the first 25 minutes, you're just like, where's this going? Like, it's funny. It's such a simple premise, but it's got to go somewhere. There's a reason for all of this, and I'm just not seeing it. Like, what's going on? And now that I think about it, I'm sure if you go back to the episode, look in the background, you're going to see maybe the pictures are different because maybe the little girl drew the twins in the pictures, maybe?
Yeah, that's what she was doing.
Is that what she was doing? Okay.
Yeah.
Because she said... Because didn't she say that's not mommy, or is that what did she say that? Because he said, look, it's mummy in this picture.
Yeah.
That's not mummy.
Exactly.
So that's what she was talking about.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I'll try to pull up one of her pictures.
Yeah. It's one of those things that was like so obvious it's in front of your face, but you just don't think about it.
So the whole time, every picture, she's like in the back right here. It's just a kid in the distance.
Yeah. Looks like there's two of them.
There's her, the main girl, and then there's back here you got faint child.
It's kind of hard to see on this screen.
Well, it's supposed to be. It's hard to see in regular.
Oh, okay.
But it goes to
because they set up the whole like they're having an affair or something. You think that's the red herring, of course.
I'm trying to find the. Okay, it must be way later. Oh.
Here we go.
At the end, like column.
Oh, him, like in the funeral. She says funeral. She says wedding.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Again, it's one of those episodes. I'm not going to show any more of that because you get
right.
it.
Yeah. No. Yeah. There's a lot of little. There's of course
tiny little hints.
Hints at what's going on. Yeah. But well, that's what makes the show so great.
Yeah. They put the details in there.
It's there. You just got to find it. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not an episode that you necessarily need to go back and find the details, but I really did enjoy this episode because of how absurd it is.
I was like the first 5 minutes, like, is this going to be Night at the Pops? Is this going to be one of those? Yeah, whatever. Throwaway episodes. But actually, I ended up really liking this episode quite a bit, actually. It was very, very well done, and it has a nice gut punch at the end. You're just like, oh, okay. Ooh, that's funny.
And it works because Reese Shearsmith is actually a really good actor.
Yes, he is.
So when they do that churn in the episode, you actually feel it.
Yeah.
Because I did say early on it's definitely not about the shoe, which he literally says later.
Well, because you find out he puts the shoe on the grass himself. He set it all up. He set it all in motion because it was his fucking show.
Yes, but he's doing it to himself so that he has to deal with this grief.
Right, yeah. It's one of those.
It works so well.
Well, it's the same. Well, again, they're repeating themselves here because this was the same thing as Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
This is the same kind of episode. Same idea, same concept. Getting over grief. Yeah. But having a horrible twist at the end. There's
same
a horrible
theme,
murderous
concept,
twist.
I would say.
But
means of showing it.
It's kind of the same roadmap, same formula, but different outcome, or a different setting, I should say.
It's not about like inventing the person. It's about a guy. It's way more internal. The guy goes into himself to find a way to deal with this situation that they're in.
It's a lot like Stakeout. Oh wait, no, it's not.
with
Vampires.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about another stakeout.
No, that was a great.
Stakeout,
Richard
another
Dreyfuss
stakeout.
movie, fantastic.
Emilio
Emilio
Estevez.
Estevez.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about.
And Rosie McDonald.
Roseanne, or no,
No,
yeah, Rosie
McDonald, right? Or Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Not McDonald. Rosie.
I
No,
believe-
Rosie McDonald.
Yeah, she has a. No, I don't care about that movie. Anyway, it's a really. We were talking during the episode. It's a really, really simple, streamlined episode, and it keeps heightening because all it is he finds a shoe
Yes.
on the side of next to the sidewalk.
Yeah.
So the whole time we're thinking too deep for this, of like, is the wife cheating on him? And I think that's why they have the red herring of her work friend coming over.
Well, I think it could be both because they do hold hands for a minute, and he talks about they kind of longingly look because he's already halfway out the door anyway, and she's probably filling that hole with him, literally. And I think you could say it's both. It could be both happening at the same time.
But do you believe that they're actually? I don't. I think he wants it, and he keeps hinting at it, and she keeps saying no. That's what I felt.
I can't do it. He needs to kill my friend and go to prison first.
I mean, with this show, we either go like really into detail, or we just kind of say watch it.
Yeah.
This one, I'm not worried about spoiling it because it's not so much about the ending.
No, it's about grief more than anything, and it just takes a sadistic turn at the end.
Yeah, but you know that you feel like that's coming and it comes naturally, so you're not caught off.
Right,
it's not like a gotcha ending.
Right, no, because all these shows have the same ending. There's always that's it's always the same formula, but just different payoff every time. And there's always a dark, twisted ending to it.
Oh, always.
But I don't know. The most dark and twisted ending might be that Christmas one.
Devil of Christmas has the darkest ending.
That one's probably number one darkest ending so far.
Yeah. You're not going to get any darker than that because of how they set it up. They're so good at setting up the premise that ending comes out of fucking nowhere and it works.
And it's so good.
They're not going to top that specific ending.
Yeah.
There's going to be other episodes that are better because we only have a number 7 on our list, but that ending, number 1 for endings. God damn.
I would say, that's pretty tight.
It's perfect the way they did it.
Pretty tightly done, little number there.
Good
luck on your voiceover audition. Yeah. Thank you. I gotta go. All right.
Yeah, this is only 4 actors. Really simple. There's a couple with a kid, and their friend comes over. That's it. Really simple. They have a lot of episodes that are just shot in one location.
Right. Well, yeah, it's the charm of it. Yeah.
And weirdly enough, in this one, it's not number 9 that they live in. Number 9 refers to the shoe size.
Yeah, and the other giveaway about it being about a child, it's based on a riddle or a little limerick, a child's limerick from England or something I've never heard of. Tweedle dumbo dummy two shoe or whatever the fuck it's called.
And then he said, she's telling him
the whole vaudeville act. Thank you.
It's right here. I could play it, but every time we do.
I thought you guys invented the English language. I didn't understand half that shit.
Diddle diddle dumpling, my son John. And Annabelle says, went to bed with his trousers on. And I say, one shoe off and one shoe on. Then we all say, diddle diddle dumpling, my son John.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
He got into bed with his pants on, so he's not fucking, but he's got one shoe on because he's a fetishist.
All I know is I appreciate the way they did this because you think the wife is sneaking around behind his back because that's your natural assumption with a shoe out there, men's clothing sort of thing. Wife wants to leave him. Obviously, that's where your brain's going.
Again,
but instead, it's like she's walking on eggshells because the whole time you're wondering why she hasn't left him yet.
Right?
He gets obsessed with this shoe. He starts doing a website and he has a hotline called Lost or Found Black Man's Shoe.
Yeah, he sends flyers around town that says Black Man's Shoe. And it's like, well, I know. Yeah, it sounds like I'm asking for a black man's shoe. That's not what I meant.
He's like, it sounds like the shoe belongs to a black man, and it might.
It might, but you know,
yeah, but by the end you realize why she hasn't left him, because he knows he's dealing with his grief.
Yes, this is how he's dealing with it,
and she doesn't approve of the methods, but he has a great scene where the line there when he goes, he stares at her and he's like, "This isn't about the shoe, is it?" And she's like, "This is not about the shoe." That's a total tonal shift right there in that one, in those two lines.
Yeah, and you just right there, you're like, oh yeah, it makes sense now.
Like, here it comes. Here's our Bernie Clifton other episode switch where it gets real dark, but you're still sweet at the same time.
Well, that one wasn't really dark; it was just sad.
This dark meaning like he was dead the whole time. Like it's already too late for him to help him.
Yeah, but that's more tragic than dark.
Yeah, because he died of natural cause.
Dark tragedy.
He died, but it's his own choices, and there was bad choices that he made, but that was on him. It wasn't like somebody murdered him.
Yeah, it's but the point is, it gets a tonal shift, and they're so good at this on this show.
Sorry, I don't think that guy deserves respect. He was a bum. They got a name for that, Jules. It's called a bum.
You doing Pulp Fiction?
I am. I'm drawing ties to that.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna walk the earth. Yeah, they got a name for that, Jules. It's called a bum. Begging for change, taking stuff I throw away. A fucking bum. Oh man.
The bigger question here, Dick.
Yes.
It says a 7.8 on IMDb.
I think that's accurate.
I gave it an 8.
Yeah, I would say 7.8 is pretty solid rating.
1,600 reviews. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Question, though, is where
does it go?
We rate this.
I got to see the list again.
Boom.
Bring up that list. Let me see this. Okay. Me a little bigger. Can you blow that up a bit?
Is
that as big as it goes? Oh, okay.
We're going to have to scroll down now.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so yes. Simon's yes.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think it's better than all those episodes.
So let's at least move it down to here. Tom and Jerry, yes. How do you plead? Yes.
I would put it above How Do You Plead? Yes.
Once Removed.
What was Once Removed? Oh, that's the moving one. That's the one where they all get killed, or it's the backwards episode where.
Okay, putting that above that.
I would say it's above Once Removed.
Tempting Fate, which is one we just watched, I believe.
Tempting Fate. Oh yeah, that was the one with the bird with the wishes.
Yes.
I would even put it above that.
I'm gonna go above Deadline.
Really? That's wow.
I really did enjoy this one. I thought it was fucking hilarious. The interrogation scene where the guy shows up to get his shoe back, and we both knew, like I said that guy's hired by the wife or something by the wife, and this was not legit, but he has the whole thing, and he does the whole. Okay, yeah, that's correct.
You know what?
That scene is better than most.
You know what?
Yes,
I think it might have to go below 404.
Here?
Yeah.
Which one's to have in the hole? I constantly forget what that one is.
I forgot.
Hold on.
Really? Oh no, Tavern Hold is the one with he has the
Oh, we gave that one a 9.
He has the girl, the maid in the closet. He's fucking the maid and giving her
yeah. Okay.
Cup of noodle soup.
Okay, yeah, that one's better.
That one's pretty. That one's probably one of the most solid and dark ending.
She puts her.
That's a good one.
12 Days of Christine, I really did enjoy though.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's kind of schmaltzy. It's good schmaltz, but it's still schmaltzy. I've seen that before. It's not like an original movie. This one's original because it's about his shoe. They build a whole story around a guy dealing with grief based on a shoe he finds. He's obsessed with this one shoe, and it's a pair, and it's twins. It's about two twins. One would have a whole. I mean, pretty clever, and to take a child's riddle and to put it in there as content, as subtext for the whole story, really works. It's really there's a lot of thought in this episode.
There is.
There's a lot of thought.
I have no problem putting this in number 5.
Yeah, I think that's pretty solid spot.
And it's funny because it is told structurally just like 12 Days of Christine, where it skips forward
Right, yeah.
through
You're
seasons.
going through the
and stuff.
seasons, yeah.
Very, very similar story
Right.
structure.
Yeah.
Or framing device, I should say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really did enjoy this one far more than I expected based on the stupid title.
I had no idea where it was going to go, and once it started going, it was just enjoyable to watch because like their performances and just the way they take a simple thing, like a simple concept of you're obsessed with the shoe. No, I'm not. What are you going to do with the shoe? Nothing.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, look at our top five. The top five are the simplest episodes. The Bernie Clippers dressing room. They're just getting ready for their next stage show.
Yeah.
Night in. Two guys break in for a painting. That's it. The bill. They're trying to pay a bill. That's it. That's the most simple one.
The bill's probably still one of my.
But it's so
good.
Yeah. To have the whole. There's not a whole lot going on in that episode either.
No.
But it's fascinating.
It's still good, yeah.
It appears the more simple they keep the storyline, we're more on board because they have the chance to shine with their dialogue instead of just moving on to the next thing.
Yeah,
they don't do a whole lot. But like the referee is a wiener or winker. There's a lot going on in that one.
Yeah,
like you have to keep track of who's on this side and blah blah blah, and it's constantly moving. Like the camera's moving all over the place.
And you have to have sort of an idea what how soccer works over there. And I'm not an expert, so I'm still kind of like, it kind of loses me here and there. But it's just the American talking because I don't watch soccer.
Shit about soccer.
I don't give a shit about soccer. I never will.
Nope.
I'm fucking red, white, and blue. Don't like that soccer bullshit. FIFA.
I've tried.
I've been to soccer games in Europe. I went to a game in Europe. I saw a whole game. Left literally 10 seconds before it was over, was called a Jew. So yeah, fuck soccer in Europe. They're fucking nuts.
That's pretty good for Holland to call you a Jew.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, wow, Juden, fuck you, Juden, you bitch, fuck you, leaving. Like, where they lost the game, asshole. I'm going before the parking lot gets crazy.
Yeah,
I gotta stay and wait for the national anthem to play. You dumb fucking, I don't know what you call a dirty ass. I call it Belgium. You fucking Belgium.
Trial of Elizabeth Gadge has the most going on for our top 10.
Yes, and it's funny, and David Warner's in it. And he rest in peace because he was hilarious in that.
So he was the best part of that episode.
He was the best part of that episode, and that's hard to do.
When he drops that thing that goes in your ass, that is so fucking. How did that get there?
I don't remember.
It's a mystery. His face.
And we saw the ending a mile away too, so it's like whatever. But
no,
it was still an enjoyable episode. It's funny as hell.
It is one of those shows where even if we know the ending. And there's always red herrings, but some of them we guessed, like especially early on, we guessed them exactly right, and it never ever subtracted from my enjoyment.
Oh, absolutely.
Like most shows, you're like Beyond Belief, our next episode that we're doing here in a minute. It's just like, oh, this is going here. Come on,
that's a whole nother thing. That's not even.
I'm just saying. I see reviews on IMDb for a lot of movies, and they're like, I predicted where it was going. I fucking hated it, and it's like. That's not always a bad thing, though.
No,
it depends on your enjoyment of the ride.
Yeah, well, that's the problem with people now. They want to be smarter than the movie, and I think that's what the internet has done. Is everybody has a voice. Everybody thinks their opinion is better than an expert, and it's just like, oh god, I don't care. Everybody can hate it. Everybody can love it. I don't give a shit. If I like it, I like it. I don't care what you think.
Yeah,
and I have enough pedigree to back me up that I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I defend the movies I love.
Yeah.
And there's movies I'm like, this is a bad movie. Like it's not well made, but I enjoy watching it. I don't care.
There's something about it.
We're talking about one at the end of the night here.
Yes, it's very bad, but it's
very bad. But it's so fucking enjoyable.
It's such a weird mix of a movie. Yeah.
Hollywood is Dead. We're talking about Beverly Hills Cop 3, and goddamn, I love that movie.
It's a funny movie. It's an interesting film.
The JJJJC. What's that? All right, let's get out of here.
Oh, it's not about a shoe.
Thumbs up to Diddle Dumpling, and I love that their poster. Let me show it real quick.
Oh yes, please.
You can see the full poster. I'm going to turn off our cameras for a moment.
That's just
Just
his
a
sad
shoe.
eyes in a shoe.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
go
perfect.
sad eyes.
When we started
In
when I was
me
getting ready
shoe.
for the show before you joined, I was like, why the fuck is there a shoe? That better be relevant.
Oh,
And
it's
then
relevant.
it's just about a shoe. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't read the IMDb synopsises. I just pull an episode.
I don't read anything either. I like to just
don't
be
wanna know.
surprised. Yeah.
I love
It's
going in
way
blind.
more fun to go in blind.
After finding a lost shoe in the street, a man becomes fixated on trying to trace its owner, which is exactly
That's it.
right.
Yeah.
You can't. That's all
It's
you need
just
to know. That is a perfect synopsis. Moving on.
Listening to the radio with him on it. Stupid question. Turns it off.
Until next time, which will be Beyond Belief Activation 407. I am Phoenix West.
That's it.
Salam, Reese, and a
If
little
the
bit
shoe
Steve Pepperton. He's
fits.
barely in it.
If the shoe fits, wear it.
Don't want to get tongue-tied. Let's move on before we do. Like a shoe.
That's no shoe wearing.
What color were the laces?
There were none.
All right, I'll check. I love that scene.
Oh, he's writing. He's writing.
And he's going close to his face, so he doesn't see it, so he can't tell. I love that scene.
So funny.
And it goes over to the desk and the against the wall, and he grabs the key from one drawer and unlocks. He kept the shoe locked up,
And it's wrapped up in leather. It's just like so stupid.
and he doesn't want to give it up. He asks for a moment alone with the shoe because it's not about the shoe.
Yeah,
But it's
so
so fucking funny when you're watching. All right, bye. All right.
It's not about the shoe. I don't know. You think it would have been darker if he killed his daughter instead of the guy? Do you think that was
darker,
the original?
definitely.
Do you think that might have been the original ending? Was he said they have to be put together?
We
They're
should have mentioned
separated. Yeah, whatever. It's done now.
I'll add it on here, and then I have not saved it yet.
So
Sorry, go ahead. Hold on. I can't add it on. It won't let me. So fuck it.
That's fine.
Yeah, I do think it would be way darker. We're on the live stream. People can check it out here. But
yeah, sure.
yeah, I no, they're not going to. But
no.
Only for this show.
Yeah, right.
They tune out when we get to Beyond Belief.
Got into bed with his pants.
When I was getting ready for,
I
do think it'd be darker, and yeah, I didn't even mention the fact that he killed.
Yeah, I didn't even think of it was right now. Oh well. Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction. Let's see who takes the table and runs the game ahead.
Yeah, hold on.
Let loose the dogs of war.
Can you change the background to the 127 picture?
127. 127. Oh, sorry, brand.
Why can I not find episode titles? There it is.
Bum 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 bum.
There we go. Let me see if it'll let me do this without having to restart the fucking program, and it doesn't. So of course I have to restart the program. Hold on. Sorry. Technical difficulties. Let me turn up the volume on that last episode too.
I'm gonna get my phone real fast so I can have it for the Axel Foley.
Well, we're not doing that yet, but okay. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Did you solve the problem?
I'm working on it.
Okay. Did you solve your anal bleeding problem? No. I love it.
It's not a problem.
It's not a problem.
How could I solve the problem if it's not a problem? Speaking of, here's the theme song, I guess. I don't know. I'll just play a couple of these.
Anyway, we'll go there after the what have you.
This one's 3 minutes. I'm kidding. I'm not going to play that. Welcome to LIW Anthology Series Review, episode 127, Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction 407. I'm Phoenix West.
Tick.
Hi, Dickory.
Hi.
Hi. We did 5 episodes of Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction. The score is current. No, I'm in this episode. There's 5 stories.
Oh, 5 segments. Yes.
The current score is 37-32. You are up by 5. I cannot catch up this episode because we only disagreed 3 times.
Okay.
So I can get up to 35 if I'm all right in all of them, or out of those 3.
This contest means nothing in reality, but it means everything to me.
It is fucking important.
It means something.
You know what's funny is I would still be actively competing and angry if it was 247-0. I'd still be like, oh, I'm gonna catch up.
I'm gonna hit you. This is totally fiction. It's fact. Fuck!
Remember when Frank was behind and Jared only did 1 episode?
Frank tried to overthink these, and that's the problem. You can't do that. These aren't smart people things.
Frank has 7 right now.
There's no mystery or riddle to this. It's total. Just you got to think like a Hollywood producer. Yeah, that's true. I like that. That's cool. Let's make that a show.
Frank has 7 points. He was on 3.5 episodes.
Ooh.
Including half because he did guesses 1 episode and he got 1 right. So technically he has 6, but Jared has 4. He only did 1 episode. He did 5 stories.
He was good.
He would definitely be in the lead if he was here all the time.
If he was still alive.
Apparently he has the gift.
He has the gift.
All right, so I'll go first if you want.
Do it.
The first story is The Wreath. This one is the Terry Gilliam Brazil, the bureaucracy episode, where there's a middle-aged couple. They lost their child because someone ran a light or something like that. They want to put a stoplight into this place. So they're going to build a monument for their child. I don't know if you call monument or whatever you call that, but
it's like a memorial.
Thank you.
Dedicate for people to pay attention on this curb or whatever.
Yes, but the idea is to get either a stop sign or a light there,
and they need an executive warrant, 2005, right?
Yes, Ryan Stiles' brother is a detective. Yes. He's working hard with his family trying to get this in place. They go to the bureaucrat office. And the schlubby, balding bureaucrat is like, oh, we can't do this. We got to get a super duper government permit signed in triplicate, and we can't. I don't want to do that. And they're like, okay, well, we can't. Okay, and then he goes into the other room, and we're just thinking that bureaucrat's gonna die in this intersection, but it doesn't go there.
Yes, I wish. And don't forget to talk about the parents' faces, where if you put them together, they form one perfect face.
Yeah, I want to show their faces because I had a theory where because the wife's face is like kind of normal, but then she has a ton of face around her features, like her eyes and nose and mouth. A ton of face around it. And the husband has it all squished together. So I think if they had a kid, he would come out perfectly normal looking, and that's why they're so sad. But let me hold on. Let me pull up there.
But the picture of the dead son is just an ugly character actor. It's just an ugly kid actor.
Giant fucking eyes.
Hi. I couldn't have lines in this episode. They wouldn't let me. My voice cracked.
Here's the couple here, and you'll see all 4 characters.
Yes, you will.
We got the wife right here, and it's just like you can't tell from this angle, but when they show her head on, it's just face all around the features. And this guy has everything shoved together in the middle of his little face. Here's Ryan Stiles' brother. Here's the bureaucrat. And then here's a phantom ghost. What is this? A hornet's nest in the corner of the room? What is this? I don't know. It's a black spot in the film. But they go out of nowhere after they got declined. Something got approved, even though they don't remember signing it. And here's the
phantom
memorial.
The phantom bureaucracy clerk.
And there's a wreath with their child's ugly ass photo on it. Thank God he's dead. And the wind blows it, and it goes shh, like the feather in Forrest Gump.
Yeah,
and it smashes into the front of a car.
Best part.
And he crashes. They're gonna. I bet that's gonna be the ending here, or the
best part is rocking out.
Yeah,
like, yeah, this is awesome. This is my band, man. And then the reef blows into him. He flips the car over.
Yeah, it feels like a scene out of a Final Destination movie. It hits him and it flips over, and then the cop goes, "I took a paint chip off the front of the bumper, and it matched." And it's like, it just tells you that the paint that's a generic car color for a very, very popular car. That's all it's going to tell you, that someone was driving that exact car. How many gray Ford Focuses have you seen in your life? 10,000. It's not going to narrow it down any further. That's such bullshit. They could have come up with something else.
That wasn't gray. That was a color called Silver Sable.
Midnight Smoke.
Midnight Smoke.
It's always something like that.
This is Charcoal Sunrise. What?
I thought you were going to say Charcoal Labia.
That's too far.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage, our next dancer is Charcoal Labia. Give it a round of applause. Get your cash ready.
My whole fucking life will be known as cherry pie. That's what I loved back in the day. The VH1 rehab videos where all the celebrities to this day, I think most of them are dead, who appeared on that show. Because if you think about it, I think most of them are dead.
Alive.
That doesn't count. He's not a human. You gotta be human first. Sisters don't apply.
Be human first.
That's free.
Okay. But that's the end. For this, you went fact, I went fiction.
Okay, let's find out.
We got our first division here. Oh God, I went way too far into the video.
Serious.
Hold on.
It's next week's episode. I'm Jonathan Frakes.
Fast forwarding here. Sorry,
I would say
here we go. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I watched Jonathan Frakes on that Michael Rosenbaum podcast.
Oh, really?
Funny guy, Jonathan Frakes. Funny guy, an interesting guy, and I have a lot more respect for him now. He's actually really cool, really sweet.
I've always liked him. Yeah.
Well, no, I've always liked him too, but there's a whole new level of oh, you know what? I forgot how charming he is. I really enjoy this guy, and he's very successful. He's a very successful director of television. He's directed a bunch of shows, and he talks about that. He goes, "Look, if you're a director on a TV show, you don't fuck it." He says "fuck" like every other word. It's wonderful.
Oh, really?
He says "fuck" all the time. It's great.
Love it.
It's worth watching. It's pretty good. That's about his dad. And
Can
his
you send that to me?
Yeah, Michael Rosenbaum. I'll send it. Actually, I'll do it right now.
Okay.
Let's find out.
Curious. I've never actually seen him in an interview. You could tell looking at someone.
Yeah.
How they are in person. And I think you bought a little too much into the cheese factor because he is a cheesy person, especially on the show. But I've always enjoyed him. And I think the movie's not that great, but I think directing wise, he did a really good job with First Contact.
Yeah.
And I've always appreciated that since that movie came out.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that movie more than I should, though. But I think he did a good job directing. I think that's just objectively he did.
Right.
But let's get to this. Was this fact or fiction? You went fact, I went fiction. Let's see if I catch up a point or if I'm down 6.
Now let's look back at tonight's stories and find out which ones are inspired by actual events and which ones are totally false. Let's review the story of the memorial wreath that caught a killer.
Rockin'.
No way, Van Halen is never wrong. Or Zeppelin.
Look at this. Look at this. Oh man, a fucking kid I killed trying to kill me.
He's only driving 290 miles an hour down the suburban street. No big deal.
He was rocking out the Zeppelin, bro.
And I love when you see the street there. To the immediate bottom right of the family, there's a stop sign going the other way. So it's like,
yeah, well,
they've already put a stop sign there.
Yeah,
it's kind of on you at that point. I think he drunkenly swerved around a corner and didn't stop, and he's blaming them for.
I think the kid was suicidal. And he just took himself out.
Is that what it was? Did they say how he died? Was he riding a bike or anything like that? Was the dad driving?
Yeah, he was riding the bike because he was able to take the paint off of the twisted metal of the bike.
Oh, is that what he said? Okay.
That's what he said in the beginning. That's what Ryan Stiles.
I didn't catch the specific details about this. So when Chuck Stiles was doing it, he mentioned. Okay, good to know.
Be that this story is fact. Yes, it is. This event was reported as taking place in the Gulf Coast area in the late 80s.
I don't buy it or whatever. Sure, I knew it was too good to be true.
You said fact.
I know, but that's what I mean. It's like it's such bullshit. It's such a lie. It's not fact. It didn't happen. Didn't happen like that.
No. We say about all of these stories.
I know. It's just such bullshit.
All right. It's 38-32 now.
All right.
And you have Terror Night.
Oh, Terror Night. You got a woman and a man sleeping in their brown stone apartment, which they love, and they have water problems. The water keeps turning. They keep and Rob Zombie lives below them to his music. They kept doing this. The water keeps coming on, and he's trying to turn off the water. He can't do it, and all of a sudden it's flooding, and he's got to get to the super, and he's like, "Oh, super, you got to turn off this water," and they have to go check on. I don't know why. I'm still lost on this fact. They go down to check on the lady beneath them. For what reason? Because her pipes are related to theirs?
No, they said they go, oh, there's water everywhere. It must be flooding downstairs. Let's go tell her and check on her. Or check on them. They don't know who it is.
Yeah, well, that's why would you check on them in the middle of the night? They'll just wake up and tell you. Why would you just go down and scare the shit out of them? You know why she had a heart attack? They knocked on the door in the middle of the night while she was trying to take a shit.
Or since she's right next to the bathtub, maybe the water she slipped and fell and had a heart attack or something.
True, yeah. And but so basically, well, just the story is she had a heart attack, and then they called the ambulance. They saved her life, and then they go back to the apartment, and the water turns back on. It's all hot, and some ghost writes thanks because it was the husband of the woman downstairs because she was a widow.
You're supposed
to
the husband.
Yeah. You're supposed to be saying that was. Thank you for saving that bitch. She's my bitch.
Old lady.
She's my fucking whore.
Been fucking that lady for 80 years.
Been fucking her for years.
Amazing.
I'm a Freddy Krueger. Bitch. Hi, bitch.
True.
Welcome to Elm Street, bitch.
Okay, so that's it. It's a really simple, stupid story.
It is.
The one girl looks like Laura Dern. The other guy looks like another Styles brother. That was him, right?
Like, Leif Garrett. It was Leif Garrett of
Garrett.
Canada. Yeah, Vancouver.
Yeah.
Vancouver Garrett.
Yes, and we'll talk about Canada more in the next story. But
yes.
But this episode, we both voted fact only because I voted fact because you get a lot of these stupid haunted house stories by people in the newspapers and whatever other stupid media. Therefore, probably was reported on. I don't think it's true whatsoever, but I think like you said, they probably just went downstairs after their apartment flooded a little bit and check on the neighbor. I don't know who's down there. Let's just let them know that it is dripping down. It's not their fault, and they found the almost dead lady.
Right.
And saved her life. But is there any other reason you voted fact?
It felt like there's too many like easy ways out to say that this wasn't a ghost story. Yeah. But it's like a familiar tale, like you just said. I'm sure this happened some town somewhere where just coincidentally we knocked on the door, opened the door, and we found her on the floor dying. We saved her life. It happens all the time. I've heard that story all the time, like local news and shit. It's nothing new.
And all I could think about during this was your next door neighbor in LA,
who was really dead. We couldn't save him.
How we were making fun of the smell for oh my God, why does your apartment reek so bad? Because we were hanging out there every single day for watching movies all day long.
Yeah.
It's fucking reek. And then one day I went over there. I'm like, why are people vacuuming right here? And then you told me that the neighbor was dead.
Guess what, guys? Jokes on us.
And we're like, that's what that smell was. That was bad.
Breaking news. Tom Sizemore dead at 61. Yeah. Too bad.
After last week's show, I started looking around. I'm like, I saw that news story. I'm like, fuck. We both love Tom Sizemore.
Yeah, he was good.
He's a maniac genius.
Yeah. And I heard his pipes weren't working and there's water everywhere, but it was too late for him.
No, it
didn't work out.
You know what? Well, you said he confirmed dead. Let's talk about him for a second. His scene in Heat is my favorite thing in the entire movie. I've talked about it before. Just there's one guy in it, like 2 booths over, maybe 3 booths, who looks over when De Niro smashes Waingro's head into the table.
Yeah.
The guy goes. The rest of that entire scene, Tom Sizemore is just staring at the guy like dare to.
Dead eye looks at him. Yeah,
and he doesn't stop.
Oh,
that is commitment. And
he's great in Saving Private Ryan. He's great in Strange Days. He's really good in Strange Days. Is actually a pretty good movie.
I've not seen that.
It's worth watching. It's pretty good.
I've always wanted to. Juliette Lewis isn't that right?
It's long.
Is it?
And Juliette Lewis is naked the whole time.
That might be why I haven't seen it.
She's all right. I mean, honestly, for a no booby girl, she's not bad. But I mean,
but who else is in it? Michael Wincott is also in it, and he's the bad guy that took her away from Ray Fiennes. He goes, "She's with me now. You have to go. I'm Michael Wincott. Go away."
Good to know.
I like Michael Wincott. I think he's a great actor.
I need to watch that movie.
He's one of my favorite character actors. Is Michael Wincott. He's just awesome. Yeah. I talk like this, and I don't smoke. Maybe I do. Actually, you do, Michael. You smoke.
I cut my hair, and I can't get work now. He looked weird when he cut his hair.
Yeah.
It was like late 90s when he cut his hair, and it was like, oh my.
Well, you look at his credit, he's in a lot of stuff, so he works all the time.
No, definitely, but he stopped being in things I watched for a while.
Yeah.
But he's always great. He's just one of those guys that he should have made our character actor list, honestly.
I think he did. I think we
mentioned him in honorable mentions.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
So back to belief.
Yeah. We both voted fact. Let's find out.
Let's take another look at the couple whose night of terror saved a neighbor's life.
This whole thing is so bizarre.
Louis C.K. as the super.
It's Roy. I know it's late, but we got a plumbing problem.
You want to watch me jerk off?
This is Flores.
Well, that's all I need for permission. I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Oh!
She's always here.
This is Flores?
Well, okay, you hear what he said? There's something wrong. She's always here. It's the middle of the night.
Call 911.
This would be another great autoerotic asphyxiation joke here.
Uh-oh. I think he's leaning toward fiction.
Is it possible that this story is true?
Oh, he's about to go. Not this time. This should be a new segment where you pause it right here.
He's gonna go. It is. He's gonna go. Yes. He's gonna do that.
I think he's gonna go. He does this, and his cheeks go up. He goes. He gets very smarmy, and he goes, "Not this time." Our writers. Ready?
Good.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, he's gonna have an epileptic fit.
Did this?
We'll never know.
They don't go back to it. They just cut, and Brolin's there now.
Just like that episode where his beard was shaved and he had no beard.
Oh my god!
Remember that? That was bizarre.
You caught that immediately.
What the fuck? That's so weird.
I didn't see. I don't think I would have seen it.
Yeah, I couldn't.
You're also more aware of goatees because you had one, and now you're.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, yeah, I noticed.
All right, here we go,
Jonathan.
Yes, it is.
Oh, you're right.
There's a published report that a similar story happened to a couple on the East Coast in the late 80s.
We both got that one.
Late 80s, rub my dick, but yeah, whatever.
All right, my turn.
Yes.
We go back to that so I can finish this. That was fact, Terror Night. Next episode is called Tants. I keep saying episode, you know what I mean? Story.
Right, yeah.
Tants. There's a painting. There's a painter. She's in the park. She comes up on a lady because she looks sad and has beautiful eyes. And it seems like she's going to be really insulting. And just like, you look sad as shit. Can I paint your portrait? Can I do an oil painting? And the old lady's like, marriage. What is marriage? but she's like, I don't want you to paint my portrait. She can't say portrait.
She's a Jew.
She's supposed to have a Jewish accent.
She's a Jewish accent,
like an Austrian, some sort of Middle East, European accent.
Yeah.
But instead, it comes across as just a lisp, like the Grant Patton from Princess Bride.
You're not gonna find high caliber actors for Beyond Belief Fact or Fiction in Toronto. It's not gonna happen.
Sorry, you say Toronto. Do you mean Central Park?
Yes, Central
This
Park.
is what I said. We talk about Canada.
Yes,
because
it is obviously Canada.
They're in a park, and it's supposed to. She goes, "I have a showing in Manhattan next week," and you're like, "You mean across the continent, right? In Manhattan, you're in Vancouver." And no, it's supposed. They're supposed to be in Central Park. We came to realize, and it does not look like Central Park even in the slightest.
Not even close.
Because you can see all the buildings from the middle of that park. And Central Park it's surrounded by fucking trees, and
that's why it's called Central Park.
Yes, they do it so you can go there and not see the big ass fucking city. It blocks out the traffic noises a little bit. But this is just you see the buildings, and I'm like, what city is that? Because it looks weird. All the buildings look either super tall or like little pint-sized skyscrapers, which is an oxymoron. But they're like little 7-story buildings in the middle of your giant skyline. It's very strange.
We don't want to take the towers too tall there. That's scary stuff now.
Yeah, it's just weird, but it's just an unusual skyline. So we're like, this is Canada, clearly. Either way, she paints her. She keeps meeting her. They keep scissoring. I expected a Xanderley thing with the Nick Cage movie where she dips the oil in the cocaine and fingers the old lady.
I would have watched it.
It would have been like, it's been 70 years, and she just starts fingering her. We have a nice little Titanic moment.
Ooh.
But instead, she paints her, and then the mom comes over out of nowhere. Oh, she tells the whole story about how she was in Auschwitz, and she survived, and she doesn't know what happened to her kids.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's what she said. We were talking over that part.
That's fine.
And then the mom shows up, the painter's mom.
We were talking about
that lady.
Elder lesbian sex going on.
Yeah, it got very erotic on the during our live commentary stuff. You should definitely check this one out. This is probably the most fun we had doing a commentary one.
There's a lot of good segments in this one.
Yeah. The mom's like, who's that lady? And she's like, oh, just someone I met in the park. She has beautiful eyes, right? Her name is Tance. And she goes, oh, take me to her. And I expected like a full-on family scissoring coming, like just where our minds are going while we're watching this boring story set in Canada, New York.
Man can dream, can he?
A man can dream. Yes.
There's no law against that.
Although I don't want to dream about this. If I had a dream of these three scissoring and just having full-on lesbian sex, I would wake up in cold sweat. I need to reevaluate some shit. I'm going through some dark times.
You'll scream like that guy in Life Force when he wakes up. He goes, ah!
Yeah.
All sweaty.
This nanogenarian and the artist who looks like a bargain basement Andy McDowell, which is saying a lot.
Yes.
And then the mom who did I say she looks like? The mom.
Oh fuck.
I don't remember.
It's on the edge of me remembering.
It doesn't matter. They get to the park. She goes, there she is. And they walk up to her. We were thinking she was going to be a ghost.
Yes.
We painted her, and we were waiting for that guy to go, in the art gallery. That's my mom. She's been dead for 27 years.
She died on that park bench.
Her name was Tance. Oh, she loved tea, right? How do you know that? Like, because they're setting all that up. But no, it's just, that's the painter's grandma.
Yeah.
And then she thought she lost her daughter. The daughter thought she lost the mom. And there's, I guess what you would call a sweet little reunion there because they all hug.
Yes.
No scissoring.
No, it was very, very, very pure and innocent and sweet.
Whatever, UPN.
Not disgustingly perverted like we do.
You went fiction. I went fact.
Okay, let's find out.
Let's find out right now.
It's going to be interesting.
What about the story with the three elderly lesbians?
About the story of the reunion of the family brought...
He said exactly what I was saying. What about the story?
Oh, my God.
I think he says that every time.
He probably does.
He just says, what about or how about?
Together by a portrait.
Oh, Cloris Leachman.
That's right. Yeah.
Eyes. I know. She has the most beautiful eyes.
She also looks like Claire Forlani on the left.
A little bit. Yeah.
A little bit.
Her
and Annie McDowell.
Yeah, it's the merge.
Yeah, it's the sharpness of the head for Claire.
Yeah.
It looks like Zandalay's apartment, the apartment in Zandalay where Nick Cage freaks out and beats the shit out of a painting.
Fantastic.
Covers himself in black paint.
All right.
Who is she?
Don't watch that movie.
An interesting old woman I met in the park. Her name is Tance.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Can you take me to see her?
Is this story?
Why did they show that clip?
I don't know.
Not the I thought I lost you. I thought I lost you. Like that seemed like a more sweet moment to show.
Right. Yeah.
Story based on a real happening. Yes. It happened in New York in the mid-70s.
Hey, I didn't catch up a point this episode, but we're even still.
That's good.
All right, you have the candidate. This will be quick.
Oh God, yeah. This one is fucking Joe Biden is running to be senator, and his guy, his campaign manager is having him do a live speech, and it goes awry because he keeps telling the truth, which is basically him, telling what he really does. He's a piece of shit politician, like they all are. And they find out, you told the truth. You weren't spinning. I don't know why I did. It's the Continental Room, right? No, it's the Lincoln Room.
We found out the owners found out that Lincoln did a speech. How did they just find that out? In 2002, they just found out that Lincoln did the speech there 140 years ago.
Mary Todd Lincoln shit in the back room.
She left a wicked upper decker. Inside number 9.
She was a real bitch.
She saw Mary Todd Lincoln was a fucking psychopath. We all know.
Nobody liked her. She was
out of her goddamn mind.
She's actually the reason why Ulysses S. Grant wasn't at the theater that night, and that's probably what would have saved Lincoln's life.
Was she even like looking at the stage, or was she just like looking at the phantoms that she saw in the ceiling?
Both. I love plays. Hello, Bobby. I miss you. Whatever her kid's name was. Granted, she had a really tragic life, and she ended up, her own son put her away in a mental institution. I mean, that's pretty sad.
Yeah, Jackie O did not get that treatment.
Jackie O
respected the hell out of her until she died.
I don't know like Jackie O either. Fuck that bitch.
Huh?
I don't know what she did. I said, fuck that bitch. I don't care what she did.
She had to scoop her husband's brain off the back of a car.
Oh, I'm going to marry a rich billionaire and be very wealthy my whole life. I'm a person of privilege and wealth, and I don't wear pink anymore because it's covered in blood and brain.
I'm surrounded by tragedy in my family. All my husbands and kids.
She thought that Mindy lived with Mark. Give her a break. Husband's killed.
Remember that? Simpsons? Would you like to buy this TV guide owned by Jackie O?
I just looked it up. I think she died before Junior died.
I don't know.
She died in 94, and I think he died in like 90.
97,
something like that.
You know what's weird about him dying in 1997? You know what he was going to do in
99.
He died in 99. Okay, that's right. Okay, so here's a weird tinfoil conspiracy theory.
36
so
years after,
John F. Kennedy Jr. was originally supposed to run for a little Senate seat in New York City, where he would have won. But guess what? He died, and you know who took his place?
Hillary Clinton.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Interesting.
John Harvey Oswald.
No. Hillary Clinton wanted the New York Senate seat. He was going to get it and win.
She crashed the plane.
He goes on a plane ride, never comes back. Well, come on now. She's
I'm not
lots
a
of
conspiracy guy, but I won't rule that out. I can see
that.
that.
I'm not either, but
when you see those lists where like Hillary Clinton, people to die around the Clintons throughout their career, like the number is like 50 people. So it's like, I need to rule on the side of something's up. And
well, also I don't want to say anything because I want to die.
Exactly. Well, yeah, but they're done. They have no more power anymore. They're done now. They have nothing left.
Bill shows up at these weird little functions that go, "Hey, can you do the right thing?"
Hey, that's great. I'm gonna suck a woman's asshole tonight. It's not my wife's. I love McDonald's.
Where am I?
So, fact and fiction. Joe Biden story. I said fake. Total fake.
We said fake. That was both.
We both said fake. Yeah, it has to be fake.
We'll move on because there's not a lot going on here. It's clear. Watching this now, it's like we both were like, "That's fucking Joe Biden."
Right? Yeah.
Joe Biden has lost his brain is mashed potatoes. It's just nonsense, and that's what we're dealing with here.
Let me tell you a secret. My brain is mashed potatoes.
What was your opinion?
Oh, he says, "What was your opinion?" Okay, he didn't say what about
opinion of the dishonest senator who was forced to tell the truth in the historic shadow of Abraham Lincoln.
I repeated.
Remember, Liar Liar just came out a couple of years ago.
Yes. No, this is 2002, so Liar Liar was old.
Yeah, it was.
Liar Liar was like 97.
Can't believe you endorsed Bridges. I didn't mean
Senator Poltergeist, too bad guy.
Basically conceded the election.
I did mention Liar Liar when we were watching this because it was giving me vibes of that. He has to tell the truth. I expected to be a wish from someone made and just full on be, he's doing the Spartan handshake. He's shaking at the elbow.
Want to go out like this, looking like a damn fool. Yeah, well,
no, it ain't called
Jesus.
I'll be your honeycut.
Pull my finger.
John Frankenheimer is the guy who points at the ceiling. Oh, this is Ryan Stiles' brother, his other one.
Yeah,
this guy.
Brother. Yeah, it's third.
Was this story inspired by an actual event? Not on your life. It's a lie.
No shit. We had zero hesitation for that episode, by the way.
Yeah.
It is 40 to 35. You're still up by 5.
Because that would have been a
here.
national news story. Yeah.
Exactly.
Didn't we? You said
what
this is real?
You said fiction on the next one. I said fact.
Oh, the next one's okay.
Yeah, the next one. No, we both agreed on that one. That was totally bullshit. And the reason I claimed was, or the reason I voted fiction is because we would see the YouTube clip of, look at this senator in 19...
That would have been, that would have been one of the biggest stories of all time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not even a story. We would still see clips to this day without any reference to history. Yeah. You know how you see those videos and it's like, I would have seen something, and no, I don't. And I look into this sort of stuff. I love this sort of stuff. The political. Yeah. I love when they say the stupidest fucking shit on there. I love watching those videos. But all right. The last story is The Ring. It does not star any Australian actresses. It does not. It's not about a VHS tape.
No.
It stars. Oh God, who was the main character here? The Ring. Oh, okay. It was the rich white lady who's the protagonist.
Hugo Weaving was in it.
Yeah, she was getting her hair done by Anne Heche.
Yes.
Anne Heche is. I thought she was going to be the protagonist because you see the rich white lady who seems snobby, and you automatically assume the girl cutting her hair who doesn't have money is going to be the protagonist. But no, it's her husband walks in, the rich lady, and she's like, "Oh, have you met my hair cutter bitch?" And he's like, "No, I have not. I understand that you're a lesbian and dies in a car crash, unfortunately." And they start making out in the next shot, and he gives her a ring, and he's going to leave his wife and blah, blah, blah. Going to fuck this lady into a mansion.
Yeah.
Cut to her getting the hair heater thingy. I don't know what it's called.
Hair dryer.
Worked on
hair
by
dryer.
Hair dryer by
hair
Serge
dryer
Tankin of System of a Down.
Yes.
Because I'll show this guy in a second, but I want you to see a picture of Serge Tankin, so just in case you're not familiar with him. Let me see here. Here we go. Here's Serge. Like, does this not look like the guy who fixed the hair dryer?
Yeah, it does.
It's Serge, not Serge. Serge. Aqua,
Can you say that? Aqua.
Sounds like a detergent.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about that movie.
No, we'll talk about that movie.
We got to get through this though.
Almost done.
Let's finish this meal first.
Yeah.
And I predicted it. He's gonna bring it up to work externally because he goes. I should have set that up. Sorry. We got distracted with search talk.
Axwell.
He has a line where he goes, "If I'm glad you called me before you use this because it would fry the head of whoever's inside this thing." And she goes, "What if I fucked you not to do that and just left it the way it is?" And he's like, "All right, yeah." And they probably fuck off screen. I don't know. He did the bowling ball, what I call the bowling ball, which is going in all three holes.
You can't afford it.
Yeah, you got to go in all three holes on the same night. Otherwise, it's not bowling someone. You can do a general bowling, but you got to get on all three holes. And you mentioned it was the ear. What did you say it was?
The ear. She let me fuck her all three holes: ears, nose, and mouth. Like, wait a minute, sir, you're an idiot.
You didn't leave the head there, Serge. Mr. Tankin, you did not leave the head. I don't think that's bowling someone.
Victor Kemper.
Oh, and I did predict that it was going to be he rigs it up to kill her instead, and he does that. So this guy's a fucking savage, man. He takes money, and he's not going to get the money, but the deal is for money when she sells the ring after she probably kills the guy. He goes, "You guys need the pot," and she fucks him. So he fucks her, and then he still kills her. And then he admits to the cops, so he's a fucking idiot, that he rigged it up to kill her instead.
Yeah.
Because Frakes goes, he admitted to the police that he rigged it. And it's like, why? Why did he? I'd be like, I fixed it. And just claiming up to, he's probably insured. He's probably got some sort of protection at his job. I could have sworn I fixed that. Like, is it definitely an accident? And he got away. But did they test his dick for her drippings? I don't know. What did they do?
His dick was covered in her dirty pussy juice. Well,
you got her boogers. Did you fuck her
there.
nose? Her boogers are all over your dick. It's disgusting.
So weird.
Why? You have earwax on the tip. Why?
That's not even cum.
Have you never bowling balled a girl before? And then it kills her, and that's it. And you have the classic, zzz, like Home Alone 2, the electricity going through. It turns into a skeleton.
That was funny.
That
was funny. I almost reminded me of the dance that Jack Nicholson does when he fries that one guy with the shocker on his palm. There we are, come in the old town tonight. Woo!
Remind me of that. Only there's more smoke in that.
Yeah, there's a lot more smoke. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did.
Yeah. Kids today have no idea what we're talking about.
You'd be surprised. A lot of people are rewatching those movies, and I think with the Flash movie coming out, that Keaton Batman's going to shoot up in the streaming. You're going to see Batman Returns. People are going to start saying
we're going to get
Batman Returns is the best Batman.
There's going to be, yes, definitely. Not the best Batman for me.
Right. What I'm saying.
But the best of anything outside of Nolan, yes.
Right. Yes.
But we're going to get an amazing release of those two movies at least. Like they're going to dig deep and put something out, hopefully.
I hope so, yeah.
Because Keaton looks fucking awesome. I'm excited. I don't give a shit about Flash.
Yeah, me too. I would agree.
And I hope they make more with Michael Keaton. I don't want to see anyone else be Batman. I like Robert Pattinson in that role, but I don't need to see them anymore.
No,
that's a fine one-off. But
no. Just like the guy that played James Bond once, you never need to have him back.
Yeah, George Lazenby.
He was good enough, and then he kind of just didn't. He disappeared. His career kind of died, but whatever.
I like how I can pull that actor, his name out of a hat there, but I couldn't think of Mitt Romney earlier. Candidate.
That's a politician. Who cares?
Yeah. No, it's just funny because Mitt Romney took up way more media attention than George Lazenby. He was Bond in one movie where he bobsledded. That's it.
I was also in the Emmanuel. I was in the Emmanuel movies.
He was also
George
in
Lazenby.
what's his name? See, I'm blanking on a famous guy's name from Full House when he did his like James Bond Jr. movie.
Oh, Stamos. Yeah.
With Gene Simmons. What's that
Isn't
movie
that
called?
If Looks Could Kill? That's not If
No.
Looks Could Kill.
No, that's the other one.
That is Richard Grieco is If Looks Could Kill. This is the other one, which was
Stamos,
a miserable failure.
It's got him and
Gene Simmons is the bad guy.
Vanity, isn't it? Gene Simmons plays a crossdresser.
Why
Why am I blanking on that movie title? But point is, George Lazenby plays Bond in that one again, just non-credited as Bond. But
yeah,
let's get back to this. You voted fiction on The Ring. I voted fact.
Oh yeah, okay.
Either this is the tiebreaker for the episode. You either go ahead one more, or I catch up one.
This is all the tea in China.
Yeah, we split the other two.
Yeah,
so this is the one that will determine who takes a chunk out of what.
You got the touch.
The story of the beautician who was killed by her ill-gotten expensive ring. How did you judge that one?
I got this for you.
I'm going to divorce my wife.
This is why we're calling him Hugo Weaving. He has like similarities to him.
He's like the ugly older brother of Hugo Weaving.
Yeah,
who never got successful.
What is that? It looks like an old fucking radio behind him. Oh, I was saying she was if this were the 90s, early 90s, she'd be played by God damn it. I'm blanking on every fucking name now. Now that we're not doing the commentary.
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
No, I said
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
No, it was one of the Arquettes. Patricia Arquette.
Oh, Patricia Arquette. Yeah.
Oh, Grace, this must have cost you a fortune.
It's just a fraction of what you're worth to me.
I'm gonna give $1 value on that.
Looks like the Hope Diamond.
You're stupid.
Does it come with a curse?
Oh, yeah.
My dick. You're just as bold as I am and unpleasant.
My wife.
Twice as diseased.
Anal warts. Anyway.
Look at that face. He's gonna reveal some.
He's gonna say no. You're gonna be right. No, I think I'm saying the opposite. No.
Is this strange lesson on the evils of greed and lust?
He's already smiling.
Sorry.
See?
It's a fraud.
Damn it.
Well, obviously.
Down by 6 now.
Was it easy to find the truth among the lies tonight? Or did they seem to blend together?
Yes, John.
Perhaps
it
real
was.
truth can only be found when you're willing to accept that very often it's beyond belief. I'm Jonathan Frakes.
The stories. Ready? Here it comes.
The true stories on tonight's show were based upon first-hand research by author Robert Traylor. This is Campbell Lake.
Dick fucking Hardcock Clark. Look at that. His logo is such a dick and balls. Giant balls, tiny dick. Look at that. If I were his agent, I would have this part right here going into the sky. You would not see the tip of it.
I'm an honest person. I'm just a Dick Clark. I'm honest about my logos.
I live so long because I'm honest.
It's okay. My wife likes my dick.
Well, speaking of Dick, you pulled ahead by 6 now, so it's 41-35. Next time we do this show is the next time we do it. So 128 and 129 are going to be 2 in a row. We're doing a double header of this.
Nice.
Episode 209, episode 408.
Shit, that's going to be exciting.
Beyond belief. So I can catch up and pass you or fall further into the hole.
It's going to be the Thriller in Manila. Just as good.
I have no shame in
Rumble in the Jungle.
Indeed. You want to mention, I have it on my calendar, my wife's birthday here is in 2 days. I'll bring it up again on the next show, and I'll tell you what I got her for her birthday. It amuses me, and she loved it. All right, we'll talk about that.
Well, there won't be a next show.
Our next recording of the show will be April 7th. for
Wow.
Anthology series review. And after that is May 5th. We're going to do Tales from the Crypt Keeper and a Secrets of the Crypt Keeper's Haunted House episode.
Oh my God.
We're doing a game show based on the Crypt Keeper.
Oh, wow.
I think that's going to be a live watch, and that's the episode sort of thing.
Yeah, I think it would have to be.
We don't need to watch it ahead of time.
No.
Like it's on YouTube, so we don't need to.
It's free. Yeah, you do. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, we'll do that one live. There's no reason to watch it ahead of time. We'll save some time there.
Good.
But anyway, what do you give this episode? Obviously a 10, right?
Oh, this one was one of the best ones ever. Almost on par with the old people killing homeless people.
I'll give this one an 8.
It's an 8. I'd agree.
Yeah. Until next time, in the meantime, I'm Phoenix West.
Take it.
So long, citizens.
Believe it.
Fact or fiction.